Roll in improvements with an FHA 203K loan. So if you're buying a house or if you're refinancing and you're wanting to roll in some improvements, there's actually a product called an FHA 203K loan. Now, FHA stands for Federal Housing Administration. They're governed and monitored by HUD, which is the Housing and Urban and Development. And it really is a benefit because it allows people to have almost like a little mini construction loan with a low down payment and a low credit score. So we are going to talk about that in this video. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, loan officer for almost 3 decades. I am passionate about making sense of what's not sense on Real Facts No BS with everything mortgage. Stick around. So if this purchase or refinance is your primary residence, it's 1 to 4 units, and the costs that you're going to roll in are at least a minimum of $5,000, then a 203K loan might be the loan for you. Now, it's important to note that not every lender does a 203K loan. So you're going to want to look on the FHA website. There's a link. We'll actually put it in the notes down below. And it's a link of approved lenders. So lenders have to be approved to do a 203K loan. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's different than just a regular loan buying a house with no improvements. So there's a lot to it. So lenders do have to be approved to get that done. Why is a 203K loan called 203K? 203K is a section or a paragraph in the FHA guidelines. So I thought that was just a little fun fact because I've always wondered, why is it called a 203K loan? Now, the reason you would use a 203K loan is, again, the minimum is $5,000, but a house might need paint, it might need carpet, it might need some landscaping, it might have foundation that needs to be done, it might need a whole remodel and appliances. So FHA really is generous about these things that can be wrapped into the loan. Now, a couple of things to note, like this is how it's going to work. So let's say that your purchase price is $400,000. And let's say, now you are going to have to get a contractor bid. So your realtor or local lender can help you get in touch with a list of contractors. You're going to have a contractor. They're going to have to do a draw schedule. They're going to have to do a bid of items to be done. Now, one thing to note, the money will not come to you in your pocket directly for you to spend as you wish. So it's very controlled by the lender and by FHA because it's being rolled into the loan. So let's say you do your diligence and you have your bid and the costs are $20,000. Let's say you're going to do some paint, some carpet, maybe put a pillar in the foundation. Let's just say, for example's sake, it's $20,000. So instead of a $300,000 purchase price, now the effective purchase price is $320,000 because you've got $20,000 of improvements that you're going to roll in. So a minimum down payment that's required is 3.5% down on FHA. So that down payment will be calculated from that new amount of $320,000. So that's really important to note. Now, this is one of the big benefits of a 203K loan is that you can put a low down payment, have a low credit score that meets FHA guidelines, and roll in improvements that can help beautify your home. It's fantastic. It's like magic. So a few things to be aware of that you might not know about the 203K loan is you do have to have a HUD identified consultant. Now, a 203K loan and why sometimes it might not be the best choice for a homeowner is because it's got extra fees that are involved. So there's extra fees for the HUD consultant. There's extra fees because at every disbursement, the lender is going to control the money that's for the improvements. And at every disbursement, there's certain title searches and certain things, certain inspections that have to be done throughout the process to make sure that the money is going and allocated where it needs to go. So those fees can really add up. Also, the thing to note is that a 203K loan could take longer to close because FHA is not going to close the loan until the builder or the contractor, the draw schedule, all of these inspections have been done. So you have to make sure that you've got a seller that's willing and patient enough to wait the time that it might take. It could take anywhere from 45 to 90 days, depending on how quickly all of these things can be done. So it's really important to check out the approved lender list in the link below. Talk to your realtor and your local lender about how the timeline, how the fees, and all that needs to be done can apply to you. Give us a like, make a comment. I'd love to hear your questions. Stick around on the channel. Talk to you soon.